is being especially dedicated to all the women out there. I want you to say it loud and say it proud. I'm a big boss woman. The first thing Mama told me when she brought me in the world, she said, you know, it's tough to be a boy. It's even harder for a girl. I'm a big boss woman. Big boss woman. I'm a big boss woman. Big boss woman. Oh, I'm big and I'm bad. I'm the best you ever had. I'm a big boss woman. I can bring on the bacon, fried up in a pan. I'm a lover, a teacher, a doctor, a preacher. I'm strong as any man. Big boss woman. Big boss woman. I'm a big boss woman. Big boss woman. I'm big and I'm bad. I'm the best you ever had. I'm a big boss woman. I'm a big boss woman. Big boss woman. I'm a big boss woman. Big boss woman. Yeah, I'm a big boss woman. I'm a big boss woman. Oh, I'm big and I'm bad. I'm the best you ever had. I'm a big boss woman. Big boss women in everything we do, but I'm a real boss woman. You know the deal, boss woman. I'm big and I'm bad and I'm big and I'm bad. I'm the best you ever had. I'm a big boss woman. The stars come out to meet me. They call me Mother Earth. I am a force of nature. Pay me what I'm worth. I'm a big boss woman. I'm a big boss woman. Big boss woman. I'm big and I'm bad and I'm big and I'm bad. I'm the best you ever had. I'm a big boss woman. I'm a big boss woman. Big boss woman. I'm a big boss woman. Big boss woman. Yeah, I'm a big boss woman. Big boss woman. I'm a big boss woman. Big boss woman. Oh, I'm big and I'm bad. I'm the best you ever had. Yes, I'm big. Yes, I'm bad. I'm the best you ever had. Say it loud, say it proud. I'm a big boss woman.
Hey, Scotland. My name is Zoom from Detroit. You're listening to Gaudi and the Gator Blues and new show in Scotland. Wow!
You sure?
That was awesome, eh?
What a way to start the show.
You're my big boss woman.
So that was Zoom, in case you didn't get that, with Big Boss Woman.
She's amazing.
We were lip syncing to that. I thought we did quite well. We looked like we
Yep.
were getting right into it. So today's show is all about girl power in the blues.
Absolutely, yep. And I think there's going to be some pretty cool chat because I'm a strong believer in, you know, not only the women's contribution to blues music, but also aware of just how difficult it is to do something. Not so much nowadays, but you know, when women were first recording music, you know, you had to be something else to get a chance. Like
I know. And obviously all the other things that they were up against, aside from being a woman.
Well, I mean, Nina Simone got bad marks in college at music because of their skin colour.
I know.
Nothing to do with their ability at all, you know. And she, rather than lie down to it, you know, she actually went out and, you know, became a black activist via piano, which is pretty cool.
That is. I mean, she was. Cause I was watching that thing on her the other night. Oh, you watched it as well, didn't you?
I tried.
And she, I forgot totally what I was going to say. She didn't know she could sing.
Yeah, and also the other thing is she had a terribly abusive relationship, which made her super angry with everybody else around her. Apparently, she was a nightmare to work with. You know, I can imagine. You've got like a kind of black version of yourself, probably, you know, minus the abusive relationship, of course, folks. Just so you know.
I'm not angry.
No. Not now.
I'm not a nightmare to work with. Right, I will be from now on, though.
Yep. Told you I was
right. So we've got loads of different music on today. Actually, I think we've only got a couple of older ones, haven't we?
Yeah, the ones we've got are particularly special, and from across most genres, to be honest. We have a couple of special mentions to people like Mary Eberhart and Donna Harula. You know, these people have taken extra time, and Bex Marshall and Els Bailey, and you know, all these people who like are on friendly level with us, you know, who have actually went out their way to make sure we get the music on time, and they help us put it out there. So, and plus they're fun to talk about. They've had a cool life, So
I mean, Zoom.
Oh, I know, unbelievable,
How did you come across her?
I don't know. I think I heard one of her songs. I think is it Chocolate Cake, and I just went down a rabbit hole. It came up in my music suggestions, so I just went down this rabbit hole, this kind of funk, blues, soul mix up, and I thought, oh my god, this is so amazing! Like her presence, her character. You know, you can actually you feel like you've known her after listening to her sing one song. You know. So anyway, I'm away checking out the rest of her music, and I check out, her website and whatnot, and I'm thinking, you know, she sounds a bit like Coco Taylor when she lets go, and then I found out, wow, she's actually shared her stage with Coco Taylor. That is mental. And
it was her experience of her that kind of put her into wanting to be a singer.
That's right, yeah. And she's so down to earth, like, yeah.
Aye, absolutely. She's hilarious.
I love it. Right, mind all the clips in that. Brilliant. News number 6. Number 5's got swearing in it. Aye, it's amazing. Like, and we've got so it's like mostly our friends are on this playlist, but there's some special tunes there as well.
Yeah, so we've got Coco Taylor on, and we've got Aretha Franklin, but honestly, it's amazing the different. I'm looking at the playlist, but I'm quite excited to have Jenny on again. Oh,
what an album, eh?
I absolutely love her though.
That is one of the nicest presents I've had for a while, apart from the whiskey.
Yeah, so we've got a song off the new Avie Grouse album. If you haven't had it yet, you should definitely check it out. I should have put my t-shirt on for the occasion.
Aye, because folk like to look at t-shirts on the radio.
I know. I just meant for myself. Thank you.
Right, okay, sorry.
So Telltale Heart is the new album. I loved the other album as well.
Oh, Devil May Care is awesome.
I had actually I haven't got a favourite, but one of my absolute favourites is Weary.
Aye, tune.
Now I saw them doing it on a live stream, so we had obviously met, if you like, during the whole COVID thing. So remember we were having like long distance dates.
Yeah, I will not get into how we come back together, but aye.
But we were doing that, and we were watching like different online gigs together, but separately.
Yeah. And we should get back together.
And that was it. That's when
it happened. Here we are, folks. Hey,
I know. It seems like not that long ago, but in the same token, it feels like forever, doesn't it?
Yep.
But
I've got that effect on folk.
I was going to say I thought it was me, like, oh my gosh. But that was when I first heard singing Weary, and I absolutely loved it. And then she sent me all the music, and was really nice to tell me how to pronounce the name and everything, because quite a lot of people don't do that, and I'm sat there going, I don't know what that is, and I don't know how to say it. So
you don't want to offend anybody by accident either,
No, but
so
some of them's quite difficult.
She is off a professional as Jenny, but she's also, she's become a friend, and it's pretty cool. And I feel like I've known her all my life now, and they're a great band,
Yeah, definitely.
But,
I mean they're all
think,
fantastic.
I think this whole girl power thing, I think there's a perfect statement being made about guys performing music and girls performing music, and in the pop charts, both are very much in the same kind of bracket. You have to be perfect to look at and sing to a degree, but as long as you're an image and you're sellable, you'll be good to go, right? That's across both genders. But see, when it comes to this genre in particular, like women have got like their raw talent and their looks. Women need to go out worrying about, do I look fat in this? Do I look this and that? They don't. They don't have it as easy as us guys going out. We hide behind your instrument. But see, when you front a band as a woman, I think it's a lot more difficult, and there's a lot more stigma as to how you look, or who you spoke to last night, or who you were caught with in the press, and I think that to see so many people like do so well, just now, is amazing. Especially people like Els Bailey and like say herself, Jenny. They're all really down to earth people. And yet they're smashing life now with music. They're smashing it out the park.
But in saying that, so obviously, said we are Facebook friends with quite a few of the people on here, and I'm not going to name, who it was, but there's one particular woman on here has had to put posts on Facebook telling people to stop going on about her weight, and and that bugs me, because it's got nothing to do with how you sound, So if you couldn't see the people, so if it was all just still radio and you had no idea what people looked like, you would fall in love with how they sound, and it wouldn't matter whether they were thin or whatever, any shape or size or colour, for that matter.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's far too much pigeonhole and prejudice, judgmentalness, and something that's supposed to free from that. That's the very art form that people take up to free themselves from that prejudice, and to relieve themselves of the anxiety that other people a lot of the time have given them, And I think that it's absolutely ridiculous that when you start to get somewhere with it, it happens again. It's ridiculous.
But the thing is the people that are pointing fingers are hardly perfect.
Because I know, I usually find them falling on the pool tables trying to sing karaoke.
In a string vest.
Anyway.
And with a moustache, and I'm not talking about the men. But but
straight hair and curly teeth.
But that's it, like, she hit a bum note there, or
Yeah, I know. I hate it myself. I hate it. But it does carry an everlasting effect to people who are on the mind strong to that, and it's a shame.
Absolutely. So we have got some of the most amazing people on here, females, that you will come across, and I think we've got quite a good diverse show, and we've got quite a few people I think that are going to be new for our listeners.
Aye, probably, and one or two that you wouldn't expect, and absolutely, there's 2 or 3 people here that actually fly the flag of coming from struggle, and and they've probably dealt with all the stuff we just spoke about there, and yet you wouldn't think so the way they carry out their life, and that's something worth respecting them for on itself. Never mind their ability to sing.
Absolutely. So, before we get on with our next song, a wee bit about Zoom.
Right. Okay. Right. So, do you want to, or shall I? Did you do your homework? Probably not.
No, not this time. I do know
how funny is it that when we do girl power, or
I think that's but I deliberately left it like that because I thought it would be a good
lies.
No,
she's lying.
I think it's great
lies.
that you're flying the flag, sitting there, championing all these women.
Well, why? Why
Absolutely,
not?
but I already know that about you, so I thought,
I mean, we're all born of a woman, remember?
I know. Oh, that's such a good song.
We're all, but we are though, and at the end of the day, look, they're a stronger species,
Oh.
And they're, I'm an independent woman, until you need something heavy lifted. Nah, I'm
Or a
joking.
bottle open.
I'm joking.
With a tin.
That's only Fiona we're talking about, by the way. I'm not having a dig at all women.
No, absolutely not. No, I've had
so-
arthritis and I have struggled with things. So.
Yeah, so Zoom, okay, so she's from Detroit, Michigan, which, being coloured and being from Detroit is pretty hard anyway, because it's a very, very troubled city in America. Flint City as well, near Detroit, they've had, a lot of black people having lead poisoning from the so to come from such a struggling city, and as a coloured lassie, to have this amazing talent from such a young age, amazing, right? So she's been doing this professionally since the 90s, and she ended up in the Chicago blues scene and went to Europe and all the rest of it. But the coolest thing ever is the very person that made her want to sing, Coco Taylor, she ended up sharing a stage with him. Now, to share a stage with Coco Taylor is amazing, but Bobby Bland and Albert King and James Cotton and Junior Wells and John Primer and Lucky Pearson and Billy Branch, oh my God. So you can see why she's got that confidence in her voice.
Absolutely, and even our wee voice clip was tremendous.
Oh, absolutely. And the new stuff like she's doing with Sean Kellerman is absolutely phenomenal. All of it. Check her out. Zoom. Google it.
I absolutely.
Go to her website.
She took time out to raise her family, which is fantastic, and now getting right back into it. So she's definitely one for you to keep an eye on and go and check her out and whatnot. The drill.
I want to put that song. I'll tell you what, the next song's banging, eh?
Aye. So
I deliberately picked a cover for this, by the way.
Oh, I can't see these things. Me and my.
I'll tell you why. I picked the cover though, because everybody, as soon as they hear her name, they think, "Oh, aye, it's going to be this or that." There's going to be one or two songs or whatever, But see this cover. Oh my God! And I'm not going to tell you what it is. You're just going to put it on, aren't you?
Yeah, and then we'll
but
come
I will
back
tell
to
you, Dwayne Allman plays on it. So anybody who knows women blues singers and Dwayne Allman will know what song this is.
You're going to love it anyway. So sit back, chill, and enjoy.
Here we go.
I pulled into Nazareth. I was feeling about a half past dead. I just need some place where I can lay my head. Hey, mister, can you tell me where a girl might find a bed? Can you tell me? He just grinned and shook my hand.
Hey, this is Jenny Grouse from the AV Grouse Band, and you're listening to Galty and the Gators Blues and New show in Scotland.
And there you have it. That was the fantastic AV Grouse Band with Jenny's clip, and she's got a brilliant voice, which she can do a nice ballady song, but she can get right nitty gritty with it as well.
That's good. And I'm still ever grateful for. So they were doing a live stream, and she asked me, "Is there any that you would like to hear me playing?" And I says, "Well, listen, it's the anniversary of my mum's death, and one of her favourite songs was, From a Distance."
Mm-hmm.
You know, that Bette Midler song.
I don't know.
And she said, I know. I'm trying not to talk about it, but to be fair, she said, "Oh, I don't know. Probably not. But anything else I could do, because it's too short notice, because this was like just before it."
Mm-hmm.
And so I was sitting watching it anyway, as I always did on the Sunday,
Mm-hmm.
And she played it anyway.
Aye, she did. And
I
she says, "I don't."
I was in tears.
Aye, so was I.
Aye,
Baby.
I feel like greeting in it. So if you're listening, Jenny, I'm forever grateful for that.
And the fact that every single time we watch them, we make them do Pride and Joy.
Aye, and I need to put it in the comments 14 times because they know it's me.
It's for
and they know it's on your behalf. It's on your behalf. I name drop you because I think, well, they're more likely to do something for you.
It was because the first time I ever saw them do it, I think my jaw was on the floor. In fact, it was Friday night. It was a Friday night, so here it would be midnight. And I remember having one eye open at a time. Because I was just like, I must stay awake. But absolutely brilliant. And then they did a Sunday afternoon, so I used to watch you, and then Mississippi Marshall, and then them.
That was kind of my Sunday afternoon. Yeah, I used to do the Sunday streams and whatnot. I might get back to that one time.
You should.
Yeah, I might. I've got some cool songs on the go, so.
Aye, I've been enjoying it.
Aye,
I get serenaded all the time.
Yeah. I tell you what though, once folk know what's going on behind the scenes, it'll be cool. Why I'm writing the songs, and that'd be pretty good. So I don't want to talk about it now because I can't keep my mouth shut.
Well, let's talk about our next two female singers.
Well, the one in particular that I'm impressed most with.
Oh, hang on, actually, we never told anybody, in case they didn't know. I mean, you wouldn't know, but it was Aretha Franklin with The Weight. just in case you were sitting there going, right, you're not telling us who it was. Right, sorry.
You're right. Thanks, boss. I'm a big boss woman and all that. So, Anna Popovic is originally from Belgrade in Serbia, which is another country that's, has seen its fair share of hardship and pretty much started the World War, and it's not the easiest of countries to survive in. But not only did she survive, she started playing music and to an incredible level. Then went to Holland and learned at the jazz school in Holland, and now she's like done 20 years of touring the world at like boss level. I'm talking boss level, and see when you see, I'm sure she played with Carla Montoya as well. And because I remember that was the first time I saw her, I thought, wow, who's that? Like musically, I mean, just before you start your crap.
Would I?
Probably.
Have I ever?
No.
Right.
For the record, no, she's not, kids. She's sound.
No.
Right, anyway, jokes aside. So, so she's done it. She's done over 2,500 gigs.
That's just
insane. Insane, because not live streams. Actual humping the gear about, and that's amazing.
Absolutely.
And that's what this is all about, girl power, It's like, these are people, that come from not only like a struggling background, but a struggling gender, years ago.
And in a struggling genre.
Yep, aye. I mean, honestly, if people were enlightened to what the blues actually means and actually listen to how it can come out, rather than just assuming to know by the name, folk would not be. R&B comes for that. In fact, your pal Keith, how funny is he?
Aye.
Right, and you know what I mean? And he is like literally the Prince of the Delta Blues.
I know.
So... the genre doesn't get enough limelight, I don't think so.
I don't think so either. I mean, like, pretty much most music has stemmed from that.
Yeah, and I'll tell you the funny thing is, that's half the reason we picked this song, because it's a traditional blues classic, and to hear somebody from the other side of the world, but from an equally hard struggle, being a woman, do this song, I think it's quite liberating even just to listen to as a guy, and,
And she's sitting on top of the world.
Yep.
Because
that was cheesy.
I know. Anyway, let's move over to Debbie Bond.
Right, okay. So she's from the Alabama backwoods. She's done a fair bit of running about and touring and everything else as well. She's played with all sorts of guys. Like, I'm going to challenge the listeners to hear her influences, because her new music still sounds very traditional. Still, with a harmonica and everything. And I mean, that song, I Am the Blues, if you wanted to know who she was and just heard her singing that, you would believe that she is exactly what the blues should sound like. So,
awesome.
And she's, I don't want to give too much away, but she's brilliant.
No, you should. No. So this is pretty much what we've got. It's all just amazing. Oh, I can't wait for this one either. We've just got amazing...
People can hear you when you do that, You're not in your head voice.
I know.
You're like, I need to...
Look, it could be worse. I could be...
I know, no, don't. Oh, pen, aye.
I keep drumming. What did you think I was going to sing?
No.
I keep drumming with my pen, which I know it gets on your nerves, and you're so nice because you don't say anything, and I put it down and I can see you going, thank God.
Not at all. Not at all, boss.
It's a nervous habit. Not a nervous as in I'm nervous, it's just a nervous habit. It's like I'm not doing anything, so I have to do something.
So, so if you've been following our podcast, please keep doing that. I know we're hard work. I mean, Fiona's hard work, but I mean, by all means, please don't let that put you off.
I love
please,
how
I
you
mean,
pretend
please,
it all is.
please don't let that put you off. Please. I mean, what? So, let's get some songs on here.
Yes, so we have Sitting on Top of the World, I told you.
Yep, aye.
And then we'll see what happens next. But enjoy this.
He went away. He's gotta let me. He's gotta stay. Now he's gone. I can't worry. No. Hey, because I'm sitting on the top of the road. Hey, wait till the summer. Wait down on the phone. And I'll take my Christmas in my own. Now he's gone. I can't worry, no. Hey, because I'm sitting on the top of the world. Take it one time. shame. Ain't it a shame? With a crying shame. Who I found out there's no one to blame. Oh, I am the blues. Yeah, I'm going back home. I am the blues. I'm going back home. There's somebody there. Tell my soul some good. Debbie Bond, I Am the Blues.
You can see what I mean now.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely brilliant.
Phenomenal.
Do,
just
do,
wanted to
do, do, do. Phenomenal. Do, do. What that off to the breakfast or something? I don't know.
It was no, it was Monominum. It's Animal, the drummer out of the Muppets.
No, but there's another one. When they used to do the game show with John, what was his name?
I don't know.
Denise Van Outen, and remember?
Oh, it was it.
Do, 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 and they used to do phenomenon, and it was like, oh, this is a weird phenomenon, and folk would call in, and he would read them out in the cards. Phenomenon. Do, 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 do. So there you go. That's what I was talking about. It wasn't a complete rubbish.
No, I never. I didn't think that, but I'm not a big television watcher, and I haven't really been. Anyway,
I was on the TV last night. I fell though. I think the TV's broke, so I'm sorry about that. Anyway, moving on. So let's talk about this next artist. I think because she's a big deal.
aye.
Coco Taylor, or Cora Walton.
Walton.
Yeah, Cora Walton.
So she started off with her brothers and sisters and their homemade instruments.
Aye, cool.
But she was eventually known as Queen of the Chicago Blues.
Yeah, that's right. And I'll tell you, when Willie Dixon first, but no, this is something that's not actually in her bio.
Mm-hmm.
So this is something that you know.
This is why you're on this show.
Okay. So when Willie Dixon, excuse me. So when Willie Dixon first heard her singing, he said, "Oh, I've got a studio I can use in Chicago, in the town, Chess." And it was Leonard Chess's, and he said, you should come and sing there one time. And apparently there was one time after a gig, she got a phone call at like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. It was Willie Dixon. He's like, hey, I've just wrote this song for you, and you need to come and record it now. He's like, what, can I not wait till tomorrow? He says, no, you need to pick the chicken when the water's hot, come on. And it was Wang Dan Doodle. That was the song, aye.
Did she sign to Alligator Records?
Originally, aye. She's been on MCA, I believe. Don't quote me. I don't know, right? You could Google this and I might be wrong. I think she's been on MCA. I think she was on Alligator. And no, Alligator actually came after Delmark.
Yeah.
Right? And then Chess Records after Alligator, I think. Or right about the same time.
And Alligator's the most successful and long running, isn't it?
Yeah, but Delmark was the birthplace of that because the guy Bob Iglar, too much jazz. He believed that he was trying to build a jazz label at the time, but in actual fact, he was attracting. I don't want to spoil. I don't want to spoil it. But anyway, Bob Iglar, started Alligator based on seeing the potential and the love of the music.
And one particular person he wanted to.
Yeah,
but we will leave that for another show.
Because we're going to get him on, so that's going to be pretty cool.
We've got Coco Taylor coming up for you. Never Trust a Man. So I didn't actually check. I know she left to go to Chicago with her soon-to-be husband. There's a cat. She's always does this right in the middle. But was he a musician? Because I know he ended up like cleaning and stuff when they got there. Yeah, but
I think to be honest, her career was her focus. To be honest, I don't think I'm not sure the ins and outs of her husband's life, but I think once she was discovered as this talent and that rough kind of, because she had that voice, that different kind of voice. and that kind of, and she was beautiful when she was younger, you know, and had this massive presence. And I think, you know, when she did go and make that move to record with these labels, what a difference to people listening, because that was the first time I'd heard somebody like that, you know, in the electric blues scene. It was really cool.
I mean, what a talent! I just sit there and think, you know, I could never aspire to even begin to even think about it.
But they don't think about that, you know.
No, but I mean, that's it. As I said, she's just got such an amazing sound, you know, and it suits her. You can't imagine any other noise coming out of her, really, can you?
No. Even when she talks.
Aye.
And she was talking about actually how. So she came from the south originally, and her dad. This is another story you might not know. So, and her dad was actually on a plantation, right? And they used to be paid in, wait for it, yep, flour and molasses and that kind of stuff, you know.
I only know this because you told me.
All right.
we had this conversation.
So I mean, they would, and that would be for the year.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's not like you get a bag, you know, you get a big, they would get like a cask barrel of flour, and they would get like a 5-gallon drum or a 4-gallon drum or whatever of molasses, you know, thick black sugar, which you used to make rum. Oi, here we go. You know, and or you get corn flour as well. That's why, you know, a lot of these cornbreads and that are quite popular, you know. Sorry, I'm not trying to educate people. I don't want to waffle, but you know, I think that part of the background is important to hear, because not only was she female in a time where females were already below men, but she was black and she come from a plantation family.
With handmade, homemade instruments.
Yep.
And you know, did so much. And
it's not every plantation. See, the thing is as well, folk forget that it wasn't every plantation that you were allowed to do music. You weren't, you know, that wasn't a thing. You know, you weren't. I mean, there was a few of them. You know, obviously, a few plantations that, you know, were better than others. You know, that's why people would like leave through the night and try and escape. But usually it wasn't something you could really get away with. So in order to make the sacrifice and take the risk to do something because you love it that much, that speaks volumes in itself.
Absolutely. And then we have your friend there.
Oh, aye. Oh, Kyla, she's amazing. I love her. She's won the Blues Challenge and that.
I know, I've seen that. So
sorry, I was burping there, sorry.
I know, I've got fizzy water and I keep doing it as well. So we've got Bluesman's Child from Kyla Brox, and I was having a wee listen before we actually come on air. Another amazing, talented lady.
Yeah, I tell you what, right, see when you hear her speaking, you can tell, right, Manchester, right?
I bet she sounds posh. I like the way she's Scotty.
She's probably only trying. No, but, you know, like, see if you never heard her speak and you only heard her singing, you would think, wow, you know, like gospel-y, soulful, like, it's like this the Empress, but you know that music, you know, and an amazing presence, and but also a lovely person, as you've just witnessed. You know, absolutely amazing to talk to, and yeah, I don't think we could ask for him, and I don't think we could ask for better people in our circle. Like, and to be fair, like our dad was quite a big deal. Victor Boggs was a kind of blues figure like as well, and so it's like in the blood, you know. That's
when she started with her dad's band,
Yep.
I mean,
you're reading that though. You're not.
I'm reading that because
you should have done your homework. You did it for every other show.
No, but I told you I thought it would sound quite cool because you know all these things and you're sitting there empowering all these women. Because I know that's what you like. See.
Right, okay.
But other people might not.
I think it's a cop-out, but I'll take it. So, are we going to put this song on?
We will shortly, yes, but I just wanted you to tell us a wee bit more about you.
Oh, right, okay.
So, because it's the European Blues Challenge.
Yep.
Yeah, and...
but she's won, right, okay, so she's won the UK, the European, and Best Female Vocalist, right, 2018, 2019.
Wow.
Respectively, right? So, like, I mean, I'm not being funny, right? But even the guitar player, you know, Paul, you know, do you know the guy I'm going to say? Yeah, Paul Farr, right? And Danny Blomley, the bass player. They're all like that whole band is amazing. That whole band is amazing. But the fact is, like, oh wait a minute, I didn't know that. I've just read something I didn't know. Alright, okay. So, turns out that our virtuoso husband is actually an acoustic guitarist as well as the bass player. I did not even know that. Sorry, Kyle, if you're listening in. I apologise. I did not know that. So, I'm just, generally speaking, like, she's just devoted her life through that influence from her dad, and she's smashed it. I mean, there's a video, if you go on YouTube, if you really want to see her ability to perform at the same all the time, she does a gig in Manchester. I can't remember the name of the building, but it's actually, it's empty, it's during lockdown, and it's all lit up, you know, there's nobody else there, and you would think she was singing to the biggest audience in the world, and that is what she is. That's why she's won those awards. That's why she's so good. It's nothing to do with anything else. It's her investment in herself, you know, and that amazing sound that she can produce. And I think that's a lesson learned as well, for everybody listening.
So this is a point where we have our 4 back-to-back tracks, and we've told you about the first 2, and we will come back and tell you about the second 2 after you've heard them. So we're starting with Coco Taylor, Never Trust a Man, and then Kyla Brooks, Bluesman's Child, which she actually is. Right. So there you go.
I think that's the point.
I know, but it was
sorry again.
It's called radio chat. I mean, seriously.
Oh, you're listening to Golden again.
Please get a group. So enjoy. We will be back after these 4 back-to-back tracks.
Trust a man. Mama told me, girl, don't never trust a man. But I was wild at the time. People and I just didn't understand. Now that I'm grown, I know what mama was trying to do. Keep me from going through what she's been through. But I was hard-headed and wouldn't listen, so I got my heart broken too. I've been lied to, misused, and then pushed aside. I can't count the nights I wish for mama and cry. Mama told me, you just can't trust a man. But I was wild at the time. People and I just didn't understand. At first it was a schoolboy, my first love in the world. I thought I would die. I caught him kissing another girl. Mama told me, girl, don't never trust a man. But I was wild at the time. People and I just didn't understand. To misuse and then pushed aside. I can't count the nights I wish for mama and cry. Mama told me, girl, don't never trust a man. But I was wild at the time. People and I just didn't understand. I know there's good men in the world, but you can count them all. trust a man. Let me tell you, I've lived a life, Lord. I've lived the life of a blues man's child. Back of a van, 12 years old, already in his band. If I ever want to see him, the only way is to get on the stage and play, play, play. It can be a little wild, the life of the blues man's child. Don't hear from him for months on end. I'll get a phone call, but who knows when. I wouldn't swap it for the world. I'm my daddy's girl. I take it all in my stride. The life of a blues man's child. The life of a blues man's child. The life of a blues man's child. Life of a blues man's child. The life of a blues man's child. More fun by miles. The life of a blues man's child. Late nights in hotel rooms drinking cheap red wine, singing old songs just to pass the time. Aching with the laughter from the tales that he tells. If I wrote his life story, it would sell, sell, sell. Never out of style. The life of a blues man's child. 2 in the morning, still on stage. No chance of school next day. Never got a degree, but I still got wise. But quick how to handle those sleazy guys. The life of a blues man's child. The life of a blues man's child. The life of a blues man's child. Life of a blues man's child. The life of a blues man's child. More fun by miles. The life of a blues man's child. Told me it's about the music, not the fortune of fame. Played a 10 or 10,000, it's all the same. The dingy dives, the clubs, the champagne balls. By the age of 15, I played them all. I probably drank too much wine, but I turned out fine. Surviving on a wink and a smile. The life of a blues man's child.
Hello there, I'm Kyla Brox, and you're listening to Galty and the Gators Blues and New Show.
Didn't I make you feel like you were the only man? And didn't I give you everything that a woman possibly can? The love I give you is never enough. I'm gonna show you, baby, that a woman can be tough. So come on, come on, come on, come on and take it. Take another little piece.
Thank you very much, thank you. Can we call Mr. Paul Gooderham to the stage? Where are you, Paul?
Sure has felt like Monday every day this week. Seems like everything I do just furthers my losing streak. If I have a nickel, some fool wants a dime. It's really no wonder why I always fall behind. Tell me the weekend's coming, I can hardly wait. I wanna wake, bake, and boogie, baby, till the hour gets late. Phone keeps on ringing, it's fighting down the hall. The kids are hungry and the dishes are dirty, and there's no time for me at all. I wanna crawl under my blanket, I pull it right over my head. Please tell everyone I know this morning I woke up dead. Tell me the weekend's coming, don't you fraudulate. I wanna wake, bake, and boogie, baby, till the hour gets late. So much better, works every time. Everybody needs something, and this, my friend, is mine. You might think I'm crazy, but I don't even care. Either get out of my way or grab yourself a chair. Tell me the weekend's coming, I can hardly wait. I wanna wake, bake, and boogie, baby, just to compensate. Baby, you better get out of my way. I need it so bad, I need it so bad today. Tell me the weekend's coming, I can hardly wait. I wanna wake, bake, and boogie, baby, till the hour gets late. Hey, this is Mary Everhart, and you're listening to Galty and the Gators Blues, a new show in Scotland.
Hey.
Oh, how amazing was that?
Aye, Mary Everhart is so cool, right? So she's a real Indian.
I thought she sounded absolutely, and her wee clip was fantastic.
Aye, she's a member of the Cherokee Indian clan, and like proper. Like
that's
well cool, like well cool, like that's like blues on the blues. You know, it's pretty cool. Like. So, and we had Rebecca Downs.
Yeah,
from
so
Birmingham.
she's from Birmingham. She also
Yeah.
does vocal lessons and things if anybody's in that area and fancies,
Oh,
you know,
cool. I
because
didn't know
what
that.
a voice.
Yeah, amazing.
So she creates original blues and rocks music with her co-songwriter Steve Burkett. They also go out and do bass percussion duo as well.
Well, brilliant. Well, I'll tell you, the reason I thought that the song was a fitting choice, even though it was a cover, is because Janis Joplin's title, you know, the Queen of Rock and Roll.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think that Rebecca Downs does it better.
I was blown away, I have to be
You know,
honest.
so I think that's a testament to what's going on now. Never mind what happened however many years ago.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that's what this is all about, this show. So go and check these people out. I mean, Rebecca Downs is amazing. And I think
she was influenced by, you know, like a James and
yep,
Ella Fitzgerald.
You can tell,
and,
you can tell, because you can do vocal gymnastics in her sleep. You know, so it's amazing, like.
And so how did we come across Mary?
Well,
you and your tenacious hunting down of fantastic artists.
Well, sometimes they find me, and sometimes I just seem to be in the right place at the right time. That's how I ended up speaking to your man Mark, and I'm not going to say the second name.
I know.
But February is going to be a good.
We've got some cracking things.
So February is going to be a good Louisiana kind of New Orleans feel. But I don't know, it's like I said in the very first episode, I didn't realise how many people in the world had any kind of respect for me professionally until I started putting myself out there as something else other than a slide player.
Well, I was talking to Robin yesterday, who's a lovely friend of ours, and she's all the way down under. And she was saying, you know, like she wants to share this about and thinks that people around her area will absolutely love your slide playing, which I can't imagine why they wouldn't, especially when you're doing it with a stapler.
Yeah, I know. At least you never given me any more challenges like that this week.
Yet.
I know. I was just actually thinking we could probably do something fun. You know, we could get a wee poll together for the listeners. What do you think the Gator could play slide guitar with? And we'll just pick the most manageable but daftest option off the list.
Aye, definitely. Let's do that for next week.
Next week?
Let's do it. Let's do it for next week. I think we should put a poll up on Facebook and do this. Yes.
Oh wow! Right, okay.
And we could either come up with a few suggestions ourselves or just let people be creative.
Yeah. People will be like that. Sex toy, like handcuffs and all that kind of stuff.
Oh.
I know that for a fact.
And there's the Chihuahua.
Yep,
so
the dog's barking.
The dog's barking. The cat's already been meowing.
That's alright. Well, we're going to stick this Vanilla Sky song on and then we'll deal with that in a minute. All
yes,
right?
So enjoy this and then we'll tell you all about her.
I woke up this morning, saw you lying next to me. Could see deep down in your soul, even when your eyes were closed. You said I'm gonna be your queen, give me everything. At the end of the day, that's all Hey, I'm Vanya Sky and you're listening to Galty and the Gators Blues and New Show in Scotland. Don't forget to rock and roll.
How cool is she?
I know.
She's so brand new, like.
I just every time I hear the wee clips from people, I just think, oh, that's us.
No, it's them. It's them. It's them.
So Vanya Sky, hit me with the blues. We had a wee issue with
A wee chihuahua.
A wee chihuahua.
The tiniest, biggest noise ever.
Honestly, it's like it'll be like a bird. She's all brave behind the glass.
Aye.
She has, but I won't lie, right? See, when she gets all worked up over something, she has the cutest wee Mohican hair. Her wee furry bit goes up like a wee mohawk.
Although, like everybody says, oh, they fit in handbags. They also fit in bin bags. Remember that?
I wouldn't put her in a. Can you imagine putting her in a handbag? She's no a.
Oh, right, a handbag.
I know. She's no like a. She's no a. She's no like a cutesy dog, really, is she?
No.
And I'm not like a hand dog in a handbag kind of person.
No, because you wouldn't carry the handbag, and I'm not doing it for you. Or use girl power and all that.
So, Vanya Sky, what can you tell us about?
Well, she's from Croatia. That's the biggest deal ever. Like, I mean, another, like, kind of Eastern European country that don't get much opportunity, you know, in comparison to the Western world. But yeah, she's absolutely smashed this out the park as well. Similar to Anna Popovic, and she's actually done music with Bernard Allison, and any blues fanatic will know Bernard Allison and Mike Zito. And I tell you, wow, you know, go and check that out. I want to say, what's it called? Deep Down and Dirty? I can't remember. No, that's a dance tune for the 90s, eh? Deep Down and Dirty. Is that not like the Stereo MCs or something? No, sorry. It's something like that. But aye.
Yeah, so but not only have we been like all over the world so far on a show.
Yeah, I feel like I've not moved to it. It's been great.
It's fantastic, isn't it? We've bobbed about here, there and everywhere. And brought you some fantastic music. And I really do, I hope that there's people listening that have come across somebody new and you're going to go now and check out more of their music and everything, because that's really one of the things that we love about doing this. Yeah,
absolutely. And also, it's not just that. Let's not forget, there's a massive pandemic on the now. Mm-hmm. So it doesn't matter if they look all verified artists and rich and everything else. If they look like that to you, that's fine. But trust me, I know a lot of them, and they're not. They're struggling because of this pandemic. Mm-hmm. So just for this short while, if you've got 99 pence in the bank you can spare, don't steal the track. Just go and buy it. Mm-hmm. You know, or follow them if they're doing live streams. Share the stream. Or tell a pal. If you're not popular, tell your pal. But
tell somebody else's pal.
But make some pals and then tell them. But do that effort, because, like, can you imagine living without anybody to listen to musically?
No.
It would be really hard.
Surviving the last 2 years without music?
No, definitely. I couldn't imagine surviving the last 2 hours with you without music, to be honest. No, but it's true. I don't mean it. Oh, sorry. I just realised how that sounded. Sorry. Aye, well, I love you, Hen, and I didn't mean it like that. Right? But, the thing is, it's a very, very integral part of human existence, especially now. People like art and to look at and to listen to.
Aye, absolutely. Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't fall out of the sky, guys, and these people have invested their whole life into learning how to do what they do, and so for a lot of them it's all they do. So if they can't do it now's a good time to start supporting what they were doing before. Mm-hmm. Because otherwise they're going to struggle and you might lose the very thing that you love so much.
Absolutely. So up next we have an Els Bailey for you. We've got Medicine Man, which is what we were hoping to play before. So enjoy that, and we'll tell you a wee bit more after this.
Hey everybody, it's Els Bailey here, and you are listening to Galty and the Gators Blues and News Show.
Roll up my friends and gather round. The medicine man is back in town. Mirrors and smoke and trickery, your very own real life make-believe. Bring your money and get in line. 2 for a nickel, 3 for a dime. Miracle cures for aching bones, but it takes your gold, sells you stones. The devil rides in a horse and cars, the purveyor of the darkest hour. I was bitten by a snake, burnt by the fire. Took the bait, shame on me. I was taken for a ride by a barefaced liar. You blind, a little taste to ease a troubled mind. A glimpse of truth beyond the veil of a fallen angel's holy grail. He disappeared before sunrise, before I saw through his disguise. Stole my soul off in rain. I was played for a fool by a medicine man. The devil rides in a horse and cart, the purveyor of the darkest hour. I was bit by a snake, burned by the fire. Took the bait, shame on me. I was taken for a ride, taken for a ride. He disappeared before sunrise, before I saw through his disguise. Stole my soul off in rain. I was played for a fool by a medicine man. The devil rides in a horse and cart, the purveyor of the darkest hour. I was bit by a snake, burned by the fire. Took the bait, shame on me. I was taken for a ride, taken for a ride by a barefaced liar. Oh, taken, oh, I was taken for a ride.
Els
Oi, oi, oi.
Bailey, Medicine Man, another fantastic song.
Yep, and
Another very down-to-earth person too.
yeah, actually, she emailed me over lockdown previously when she was doing the video, the lockdown video. You know, Lockdown Heroes or something like that.
Yeah.
You know, and I kind of managed to rope Adele into doing it. You know, and so we were able to be part of that. Which was pretty cool.
Aw.
You know, and our lockdown hero was actually Michael Messer.
Aw.
Well, he's actually, well, to be fair, like he's always been my hero for a long time. You know, so like
Aye, so he's just like your general hero.
like lockdown, not lockdown, up and down hero.
Aye, but I mean, it's no wonder why.
Lovely guy.
He is, and but I mean, he's supportive as well. It's not just like, you know, like he actually took the time out to listen to my radio show, and I know he did because his name came up as one of my listeners.
Aye,
and I'm like, oh,
he had a wee tea party with some of his pals. He was.
But I mean, you know, it's lovely, and it's nice to get that support from somebody that you hold in such high esteem.
Yeah. Oh, honestly, you have no idea like how that feels. Like it's like, I mean, I'm a nobody in my head, but to somebody, I'm somebody, and to hear that back, you know, and to see them help and to support me in a new venture, because I know that I've been doing live music for all this time now. You know, there's been loads of factors that have changed my choices through my career, you know. and lockdown has been the biggest one. It made me and Greg drift apart with playing Lemon Gators, and it, we both went our own ways, and and he's got his own thing going on now, and he's smashing it, and he's supportive of me, and I'm hoping to get his new music and that, and it'll be cool. And then similar, like Adele, she had a baby and that, it's just not going to work now, it's just, far too much going on. But everything for a reason, because this we can sustain, and I can still continue to do the good work of being blues enthused, and still promote that genre and still do my part of it without it having to be a thing, it doesn't have to be something I have to, and everybody, I'm assuming anyway, I don't know, I've never asked them, they call me arrogant, I've never asked because it's my life, right, but I'm assuming that the guys that I've worked with previously would be quite proud, because if you decided, look Ian, I still love you, but I met this other blues guy, and I'm going to do a blues radio show with him. I'd be like, on you go, hen, I'll get peace.
No, you would not, and so I would.
But you know what I mean, though, right? So this is something. This is something that is very, very new to me. Something that I'm still learning to do. Not swearing is a major thing.
I'm so immensely proud of you. I mean, I actually really,
I'm choking to say the new, just to get it out, just so I can do it.
That's what adverts are for.
Oh, for me? Oh, right, okay, but not at you. I know. I hear you. I hear
See, when we put the wee voice clips on and they're advertising a radio show, it's the moments when you go, because the microphone's off. See?
Right.
Did you not know that?
No.
You
never told me that.
Because you've got to sing along to the songs and listen to them and all that, but the wee clips, you don't. See?
Right,
Spare moments.
I apologize.
You've got a lot to learn.
You're no kidding.
Well, you can teach me. So it's been. I've loved every single show we've done.
It's all been different, and we've attracted different people, and I'll tell you, the way we get the music's pretty cool, right? And I'll tell you, it's another thing that, see this whole girl power theme. There's one group in particular that I'm going to give a shout out to. It's National Women in Blues, and they are specifically dedicated to that, and they're not like the feminazi, right? They're not like anti-guys, right? They're not like that at all. They're just giving women a fair, equal platform to promote their music, their merchandise, their image in that genre, which is something that's massively important. There's no guys do it anyway. It's not a thing for us, and I know that, right? And I'm not going to kid on, but like Bill Burr says, like, women are their own worst enemy a lot of the time because they spend too much energy whining about like how it used to be, or like having a go at guys for this or that, when people who are like proper strong girl power women, like yourself and all these artists, they're taking it by the horns and they're just like, no, it's not up to, I don't have to justify their actions, I just need to justify my own. And I think it's cool that there's people still in the world willing to give them platform for that. So I was really proud of you coming up with this show idea. I'm only joking, everybody knows it was me, I just didn't want to look like a wimp. I just didn't want to look like a wimp. So anyway, so I just thought I'd put that out there. I'm awful proud to see that it's a, it's a no boundary genre when people are open to it,
So earlier in the year is March, I think, isn't it? International Women's Day. Earlier last year.
Yeah, because I've just bought a dress.
Aye, for this one, I know. And I'll do your hair and that, you're fine.
Well, I need to be my back hair, my front hair, or my bum hair, because I've not got any heat hair left. I mean, I've got a fringe, but it's over. It's because it fell down.
No, but so last year, this actually a very similar show I put together, but I went old school with just a handful of modern.
Bessie Smith and Marianne on it.
And that's where I went, because for the very same reason as we're doing this, but obviously quite a different show altogether. But I thought it was important then too. So
it is, and I think the ironic thing about the point I'm trying to make about it is, you're sitting there going, I think it's quite liberating that you're a guy and you're sitting there empowering these women. But the fact that that's an empowering thing in the first place is the problem. Because, and realistically, right, it shouldn't be a case of empowerment. Same as the you know, there shouldn't be a Black Lives Matters thing, because you shouldn't have to point it out. You shouldn't have to mention it. Do you know what I mean? That just shouldn't exist. That segregation shouldn't exist. At the end of the day, right? We're all Joke Thompson's Waynes. To our American listeners, that means we're all the same.
Yeah, and I mean that we have very deep, heavy conversations. We also talk about nonsense quite a lot as well. But
rainbow poop and that. What colour does a unicorn pee?
And how like, can we get this chocolate button from our foreheads to our mouths without touching it? You know,
and I won because I just lifted it.
So you know, like you know, we were talking about, well, obviously when we're putting shows together, we discuss the topics and things, and we're always on the same page. Although we do
argue, hen.
But only because of, well, we don't argue, we debate. It's different. Yeah. Anyway, talking about this, and that was it. We were but this, I wouldn't call that an argument. Is that, you know, how another human being can view another human being and think that they're beneath them. I cannot get my head around it, and I am fully aware that it happens. I don't mean I can't understand that this happens, and I mean I don't get how a person can actually think that way.
Listen, it's quite rife, and I suppose a lot of it's learned behaviour. But the thing is as well, this whole girl power idea is something that should be a continual underlying theme within this show, because last time I checked, you were a girl.
I think so.
I'm pretty sure. I mean, I'm not one. Don't get me wrong, right? No, don't get me wrong. There's times where I've wondered, but you know, but the point is, I think it's important that we have this equilibrium, you know, between us, so that, you know, you can see it from my point. Oh, you do see it from my point of view as well. I don't necessarily agree with the whole every guy is a sleaze, and you know all that. You know, a lot of the time, women who have never suffered that lessness, you know, they've never been in that bracket of underneath or struggle, or they've been bred into this perfect life, and those are usually the ones that are giving it feminazi argument, and you know, like, oh, he must be this because he said that. And sometimes no, the guys, I tell you what, you ask me if you look good in a dress, right? See if I think you look fat, hen. Aye, you look fat, because I'm not going to have somebody else say it to you, and you look and feel stupid when you're out, right? That doesn't make me objective.
That's the point of me asking you.
Well, it should be, but it should be, right? And I think that as long as people are honest about what they're saying and what they think, then this is a very relevant show. You know.
So up next we've got Donna Harula.
Oh, she is amazing.
I love it when you say that.
Amazing.
What? Brilliant.
I can't do that. I can't roll Mars.
So yes, we have Bang at the door, and when we come back we'll tell you a wee bit about her too. Oh, it's so exciting.
Hi, this is Donna Harula, and you're listening to Galty and Gator's Blues and New Show in Scotland.
It's 2 o'clock in the morning. I wake up to a rattling sound. His key don't fit the lock now, and he keeps shaking the doorknob around. He keeps shaking the doorknob around. Bang, 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 bang at the door. Bang, 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 bang at the door.
bang, 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 bang at the door. All your banging, you don't live here no more. Don't you remember? We've been through this before. No, you're not coming through that door. At the door. Bang, 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 bang at the door. Bang, 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 bang at the door. Don't come around here no more. Don't come around here no more.
This morning I'm feeling around to my shoes. You know by that I must have had them walking blues. Woke up this morning, people, I'm feeling around to my shoes. Well, you know by that I must have had them walking blues. Feel like blowing my lonesome home. I got up this morning, all I had was gone. You know I feel like blowing my lonesome home. You know I got up this morning, all I had was gone. Tell me these old word blues ain't bad. They're the worst old feeling I most ever had. You know, some people tell me these word blues ain't bad. You know they're the worst old feeling I most ever had. From his head down to his Lord, he breaking on a dollar most anywhere it goes.
Brilliant, eh?
Aye, absolutely.
Can I beat a bit of old Bonnie Raitt?
Bonnie Raitt there, yes. So we're coming up to the ending.
Yep, we sure are. And our wee London pal Bex is going to be smashing it out the park for the end, eh?
Mm-hmm. And we've also got Cat Riggins with Cry Out.
Yeah, but I think I don't know what my favourite actually is. I don't know. Well, that's why we put the two on, eh?
Aye. I think it'd be quite cool to go out with a double dunter.
Yep. That's Fiona speak for 2 at a time.
2 really good ones.
Well, I love my double dinners.
So, Bonnie Raitt though.
I know, she's amazing, right? And she plays slide. This is going to bore folk to death, right? But she plays slide with the slide on her middle finger. Yeah, on her middle finger, right? And she's got this incredible. Her vibrato's quite. I know I'm going to sound like a music, and I probably bore folk to death, right? But it's near the end, so I'm just going to spout it anyway. And she's got this like slow, kind of smooth vibrato, you know, like almost like gospel-y sounding voice, but on a guitar, you know. And she's done some. I mean, she can really, really play. She played with like, John Lee Hooker. And I always thought there was a thing. I always felt this energy. Like I thought, like. Well,
she'd
Bonnie's
hot.
Aye,
definitely.
And she's like, boom, 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 and she's like that. Wow.
I know.
You know.
Her wee heart was going boom, boom, boom.
Aye.
No, but there was definitely
a bit of energy there.
Romantic energy going on.
But
or maybe not romantic, but certainly.
Aye. Well, it can still be romantic. I don't know.
Aye, but
debauchery is still nice. I mean, I'm not being funny. Like I don't mind it so much. And. Wait, what do you mean you do? 2 minutes, folks. We'll be back in a second. What?
We've only got a few minutes left. No,
that's what you normally say. That's going to be on my gravestone. We've only got a few minutes left, and we're gone. right. Sorry about that, folks.
Calm yourself. Just hold it together. So, Bex Marshall gone fishing.
I tell you, I didn't see the first time I heard that song, right, I was surprised because I thought it was a cover.
I
thought it was a cover of Taj Mahal's I'm a going fishing, baby's going fishing. You know. Right, so and then I was pleasantly surprised because this is brilliant.
It is, and it's like nothing like
no, wrong song. But right music, like.
It's brilliant. It really, really is. And then we've got "Cry Out" by Kat Riggins.
And she looks like this. I mean, she looks like she's still purely in touch with the African roots when she's singing, and like her dresses. She looks amazing. Like, and she's got this amazing stage presence. And I mean, they're all. To be honest, right? Didn't I say this to you when we were doing the playlist? It was a lot easier to pick the women's playlist because there wasn't as much of it, but it was all like pure.
Amazing.
Like it was all thriller and no filler, you know.
Aye, absolutely.
And I think that's because I'm sorry guys, right? But I think a lot of the time, especially older generation, right? See women that are from like the last generation, they probably work a wee bit harder than the guys and women for this generation on a different, not on a like a work ethic, but on a moral ethic type level, because they remember times when everything was more difficult.
It was harder.
And I think that they have to make, they have to like proofread the song, and then they dot the I's and cross the T's, and then make sure the timing's right, and then make sure the packaging's right, and make sure the makeup's right, and make sure you know what I mean. And I think that with a lot of this, especially like Mary Everhart and that comes across like you can tell. Donna Harula is another one. You can tell that they've spent a lifetime, of like perfecting their art to the point where they don't want to be like judged on it being anything other than music, because there was a time when it would have been something else.
Absolutely.
And that's rubbish.
And I was just going to talk over the top of you. Did you see Donna Harula is a Chicago-born slide guitarist?
Yep.
It's because even I'm like kind of in awe of that. We were talking about that last night, and I'm thinking, kind
I'll show you some stuff.
And I've kind of like annoy the life out of you by asking you.
You don't annoy me.
Questions.
If more people asked, it would be a better world.
So I'm in awe of anybody that can do it. I just think it's it's so natural when you're listening, and it's
it's
the way it kind of mimics the way they're singing. I just think it's amazing. So yeah, when it's especially when
I think as well. I mean, if you listen to Blind Willie Johnson, I mean, remember, I can't remember the year, right? Maybe what I give us a quick Google, right? Give it a quick Google, right on your phone, right? I'm going to talk about this, right? There was the last person you heard play it was Michael Messer at the French Guitar Festival. It was That Was the Night Cold Was the Ground, right? And it's only him moaning and playing the slide part. Right,
what do you want me to Google?
When did they send that song up to space? That was the night. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Because if we are so hell bent on making a skin colour or a gender or a belief system inferior to something else, then why would they have sent it into space in case somebody else found it? That's my point. That's my point.
It was
that's the point I made.
Chess Records that recorded it, wasn't it?
No.
Are you sure?
No, this one.
No. What one then?
No, put that in. That was Nick Cole's again.
Shame to shouting at me. See what I have to put up.
No.
He sits here and pretends, right, that I give him a hard time, but in reality,
no, just do what you're told, bro. Like girl power and all that, but do what you're told. Ground GR.
It's good.
GR.
No, it's good because I was looking to see if
GR. This is hilarious, by the way. She writes like a 7-year-old with a crayon.
Wow.
Right. Oh my god. Right. I'll find it. Google's smarter than you. Right.
Clearly.
Right.
Not.
Okay. We'll go. Right. Okay. So I just want to know the year. I reckon it was 1977. Am I right? On the Voyager.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
See,
Thank you. And it was recorded on Columbia Records. Am I right?
Just made me do that.
I just keep you busy and out the road. So anyway, the point is, right, so if there's going to be inferiority, right, then it shouldn't be, it should be addressed as one person's complex and not another person's misfortune, because quite obviously when we sent that Voyager up there with the golden record and they put that blind black shunned preacher, who only moans and plays guitar. They wanted people that they don't know to see that as a testament to the human race. Yet back on Earth, meanwhile back on Earth, he had to pee in a different bathroom. He couldn't go to certain hotels. It cost him more for food. If somebody stabbed him, it would get overlooked by the police. Same with women, there was a time when women were. My gran, right, used to go. Oh, this is true, right? This is why I think women are stronger, right? My gran, both my gran and granddad worked, right? And don't my gypsy gran, another one, right? So my gran used to go to work, right? She worked as a barmaid in a hotel in Alabama, right? And then she would go and rivet wings on like a Lancaster bomber for the war, right? And she said there was women doing that next to me pregnant. So there you go. That's what girl power is all about. Let's get the last song on and see you next week. Yeah.
So enjoy.
We're Galty. I'm Galty. And the gator. She's just here.
I'm the Googler, apparently. The bad Googler. So go on fishing and cry out. Enjoy. Thank you so much for putting up with us today. I'm sure it's been a struggle.
Love you all.
Cheers. Love you.
A big fish for his dinner. He was a simple man. Caught diddly squat for over an hour, dragging up nothing but sand. If the sun was setting so soon or late, he'd be going home with empty hands. Then a big fish tugged that line like a steam train pulling line. It felt like a pig on the line started running, boots stuck into the sand. Big fish said, "Hey, I ain't ready to be laid upon your plate." Old man said, "I come out to daddy, get ready for the pearly gate." Gone fishing, he's gone fishing, that's where he's gone. Gone fishing,
he's gone fishing. If he's missing, fishing where he's gone. Hey. Old man's rock flat of his hand, drop flat into the sea. The catgut spam, old man ran into water way above his knee. He grabbed back the rod like a loaded gun. Big fish couldn't get free. Old man cursed up to heaven above, said, "Stop playing the games with me." Then the cold, cold water pushed the old man from behind. This war was not over. Big fish versus mankind. He heaved that son of a bitch towards all the strength he could find. Reeling in that big fish mama who was dancing on the end of his line. Gone fishing. He's gone fishing. I swear he's gone. He gone fishing. He's gone fishing. If he's missing, fishing where he's gone. Yeah. The old man broke down in his bloody hands. Rod was about to break. The big fish swam towards old man. She said, "Yeah, get down on your knees and pray." With a couple of flips of that tail and fin, she jumps out eye to eye. She kissed the old man, swear on the lip. She said, "Bye-bye, baby, bye-bye." Then the hook was gone, the big fish swam on. Old man starts to weep. I said, "Listen, old man, wash your bloody hair. Know there's plenty more fish in the sea." And I'll tell you the tale right to this day of the big fish mama who got away. She really was that big. He gone fishing. Gone fishing. It's where he's gone. He gone fishing. Gone fishing. If he's missing, fishing where he's gone.
Hey, this is Bex Marshall, and you're listening to Galty and the Gators Blues and News Show.
Living in a world with no sympathy. It's every man for himself. United we stand is just a jaded fantasy. Unless you got some kind of wealth. Cry out for justice. Cry out for peace. Cry out for the mother down and praying on her knees. Begging for a place to raise her sons without fear. Cry out, mother. Cry out to somebody here. Stories a constant reminder that humanity is driven by greed.